Everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sam, and today it's race week, so we're gonna do our pre-season predictions from 22 to 1. Yes, it's 22 this year with Cadillac joining the grid, and obviously Audi is now in for stake. So we've got myself, we've got Curtis. Say hi.
That's my hi. Bitch.
Okay. You realise they can't see your camera.
Yeah, we need to see your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you. And we've got Will. Will, say hi.
Hi.
Don't be shy. We need good publicity.
Hi.
Whatever that means.
Hi.
I swear it just means you're confident.
Huh?
Right, let's start. But I don't want this video to be too long. So 20 seconds. And we're going to start with the Drivers' Championship. Who wants to start with 20 seconds?
Curtis does.
Alright, sure.
Alright.
Because I believe he is easily the worst driver on the grid, for P22, I've gone Franco Colapinto. Because he is in the baguette-powered baguette machine. And he doesn't know how to drive a car for the life of him. So I think he's, well...
Fair enough.
Really, I mean, it's, you know...
P22, I have gone Lance Stroll. Aston Leclerc. Stroll doesn't know how to drive. So, I don't think I need to elaborate that anymore. Let's go to P21. Curtis.
Wow.
Who have you gone for?
Up. Whoa.
Yeah, so we're forgetting him!
You said it, no?
We're forgetting him! What is this? Dude! The favouritism!
Okay. In P22, I have Franco Colapinto.
Fair enough. P21, who have you got,
yeah.
Will?
Me?
Yeah.
I have Lance Stroll in P21 because I think the car is looking awful. He's not the best driver, but he's very good in Abu Dhabi, and I expect him to come P10 in Abu Dhabi, like last year.
Fair enough.
So I expect he'll get one more point than Franco Colapinto.
Alright. And Curtis, who have you got in P21?
This might offend some people, considering how much experience... No, it's not Lando just yet, don't worry.
I know that.
I'm joking. But considering how much this experience this guy has, this might, not go well with some people. But I have gone P21 Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah.
Because the car is a box.
Fair enough. I've gone P21.
Like the Sauber.
Yeah. P21, I have gone for Franco Colapinto. Bit like what you just said. He's not very good. Flavio Briatore doesn't know how to build a modern F1 car. So...
Doesn't have to build a Lego F1 car.
That too. So I reckon we just move on to P20.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first for P20?
I got this. So P20, I have Sergio Perez. Because I think of the two, Valtteri Bottas is better. And I also think Valtteri Bottas has proved a little better, just with worse machinery. So, yeah, Perez is 20.
I love how you say worse machinery, even though that 2020 Mercedes was so clear.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but he's driven for more than just Mercedes. Like, he's driven for Alfa Romeo and all that.
Yeah. Curtis, have you got P20?
I'm sorry, Will, but P20 I've gone for Fernando Alonso.
That's
because I do believe... No, but that's the thing. The car is awful. Dude, if a team even has to dance around the idea of doing a formation lap on the first race of the season and then retiring, to know it's not going to plan. So I do think... Obviously, the Aston Martin is awful, so I've put Alonso there because of the amount of times that I genuinely think he retires just because he's tired. Like, just not even a mechanical failure. He's like, can't be arsed. And I'll shove it in a ditch, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, he's winning Alonso.
Yeah.
I would just like to say, I think that he will finish higher, though, because his worst ever finishing position was P17, I think. And, that was also with a Honda engine in an arguably just as bad, if not worse, car. So
That's the thing, Will.
Yeah.
He has to finish.
That's what he should.
He has to finish. That's the
And
point
Curtis,
here. He has to finish.
To finish, he has to start.
What?
That's a good point. We do have to start. If they're not even going to start, how are we going to finish? Maybe they are finished. Well, they are
Well,
finished.
we
but still.
will see. Generational sandbagging, by the way. But yeah, P19
Oh,
now.
don't. If
Or-
I hit
Hey, what
sandbagging
about
one
me,
more time,
P20?
man,
My
I'll go
P20
Okay.
is also, you're going to hate me, but I've also got Fernando Alonso P20.
Yeah, well, that's just a load of shit, isn't it? No, that's just not very true, is it?
Quite about I've said shitbox, but language! That's fine, okay.
Right, then,
we're talking about
P19, who have you got?
P19.
Well,
I have Gasly
Gasly.
because I think he's very good and he's very skilled. It's still an Alpine, and it's still a not amazing Alpine to begin with. I mean, he'll
Mercedes
definitely
engine.
Mercedes engine, yes, but I would also say if you look at every other driver on the grid, Alpine is definitely the second worst team.
You
I
think?
would say so
Okay,
far.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
second
Fair
or
enough.
third. It's Aston Martin.
Okay,
and
we have some very different
Yeah.
predictions
sure.
then. 'Cause
I
we're
have-
up to
I've never
Gasly
heard
is
of Alpine.
interesting.
Curtis, who have you
Yeah.
got on P19?
P19, I've got Arvid Lindblad purely because it's his first season in F1. The amount of pressure in a not so great team. They're unpredictable, sure, but they're not. You know, they're not. They can't really compete for top positions apart from if it. I mean, like a Hulkenberg at Silverstone. You know, just really weird events happening and so on and so forth. First season in F1, he's what, 18, 19?
18 years
Well,
old.
last time that happened with Colin Pinto, he got a couple races. 18 years.
Mm.
He's a year older than me, and he's driving an F1 car. I can't drive a forklift, so you know it's. Sure, you have to.
So my P19 is the one and only Sergio Perez. Purely because I don't think Cadillac. They'll be better than Aston. They'll be better than someone that
Okay,
can't drive
that's
a
a
car.
little far. Okay.
But other than that, I don't see Cadillac doing the match. Now P18. Well, who have you got?
I have Bottas,
Fair enough.
and I think Bottas is a logical choice because he's got lots of experience. The car is good, and you know, their last couple performances of bad cars weren't amazing.
Mm.
So yeah, he only just inches out Perez, but not by much.
Fair enough. Curtis, who have you got?
P18, I've gone for Lance Stroll, purely because I think he will score a couple of points, especially in wet races, because he's for some reason pretty good in the wet, apart from certain tracks, but. And I think we'll see at least one sort of, you know, I didn't expect him to be there sort of moment this season, especially in wet races. So that's who I've gone P18.
For sure. P18, I have also gone Valtteri Bottas. I believe he will just about edge out Sergio Perez. I believe he's a better driver than Sergio Perez. But that Cadillac is gonna... It's not gonna do much. He'll get one or two good results, which will boost him to P18. But I don't see him get any more than that.
Nice.
P17, who have you got, Will?
Arvid Lindblad. I mean, he's new in, and it's a alright car. It's pretty, like, you know, back bench midfield car. It's not amazing. He'll get a couple of points. I don't think he'll be as good as Hadjar getting a podium, but I think he'll do it right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who have you got P17, Curtis?
It's going to be a little bit surprising, but I've gone for Gabriel Bortoleto.
Wow.
Because
Fair enough.
purely because, Matt, listen, Audi, and this is actually contradicting slightly one of my big sort of predictions, but we'll get to that. So first of all, young driver, you know, he's had a couple. Well, it was his first year, so second year of experience in a backbench car. Which let's be honest, who apart from Brawn, who were weird, you know, who actually challenges for a title in their first ever season. Let's be realistic. And especially with him being the second driver, I don't think things are going to go his way. Incredibly talented. I think he deserves a bit of a better team. But yeah, I'll put him there for the minute.
Fair enough. P17, this could be controversial. I've gone for Liam Lawson.
Have a go.
He's not the
Fair
GOAT.
enough.
I don't believe he's that good. I don't know how he got the Red Bull seat. And I don't like his arrogance. And
That's not okay.
Arrogant.
and I feel like he won't be able to perform, and when the pressure comes on him, as we saw in Red Bull last year, he won't be able to deliver. And I could even see a driver change him going out for someone like Iwasa halfway through, or even Yuki Tsunoda coming back.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
P16 now. Who have you got?
I have Bortoleto in P16.
Fair enough.
I think he's a rookie. I think he's got a lot of untapped potential, to be fair. And his place on the list is based entirely on if Audi is reliable or not. We haven't seen enough of it, really, to make a comment on it yet, I don't think. And I mean, you could see in 2025, when Bortoleto did well, he did exceptionally well, but he also had quite low lows as well, so it's quite hard to say where he'll end up. So, yeah, P16 sounds right.
Fair enough. Curtis, who have you got P16?
I've gone for Sergio Perez. Contrary to popular belief, I think Perez is much better than Bottas in this case, especially because sort of Perez was sort of forced out of Red Bull, where Bottas sort of just had that sort of retirement or decline. But I do believe Perez, I think right as of now, he's a better driver, so I think simply he's just going to have better results in somewhat equal machinery. So, yeah.
Fair enough. P16, I've gone for Nico Hülkenberg. I believe the Audi isn't going to be an awful car, but it's not going to be a great car. So, he will get one or two big results, like he got at Silverstone last year, and that will put him up to P16. But after that, I don't see him really pushing up any higher.
Yeah, sir. I rate that, to be fair.
Thank you, Will. I got Will on this.
The glazing is crazy.
I like
is.
it, it's fine. P15, are we doing?
Yep.
I have Liam Lawson. I think he is okay. He's not amazing, but there's nothing really that stands out for him. But you have to look at races like Belgium, where he came 8th, and he did fairly well in Belgium. And I think he has potential,
He did,
and
didn't
he did, yeah, he did pretty well. So I think it just comes down.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that like I was there.
Yeah, funny, huh?
Maybe because you were,
yeah.
Curtis.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Right. Curtis, who have you got P15?
I have also gone for Liam Lawson.
Ooh.
I think he's the most bang average driver on the entire grid. This guy could get points at like P9, P10, or he could just go, nah, do you know what? Pace off, retire the car halfway through. So he's unpredictable in an unpredictable car with an unpredictable team. He's unpredictable, but I do think when at the end of the day he'll underperform and come sort of that position. So you're
Fair enough. P15, I've got Gabriele Bortoleto. I believe again, similarly to what I said with Hülkenberg, I don't think the Audi's going to be that good. It won't be bad, but it won't be great. I believe Bortoleto will get... He won F2, and a couple of years ago, he showed a lot of promise last year. And for those of you who haven't watched Drive to Survive, Jonathan Wheatley thinks very highly of him. And it may not click straight away, but once it clicks, he will be insane, I reckon. So, second half of the season, he could go on some mad point scoring run and jump up the table.
Yeah, I like that. P14 now?
Yep.
Yeah, I have Fernando Alonso in P14, sorry. Because, I mean, you have to look at last year. I mean, he didn't score points in the first 8 races, okay? And then he came back and consistently was finishing about P7 in about 5, 6 or 7 races, maybe. And for that reason, I think...
when he actually finished.
Yeah, but the car is dog shit. I understand that. The car is not amazing. But we just have to see. I mean, he's one of the most consistent drivers in Madrid. I think we just need to see how it plays out, and I reckon he'll do okay. Not amazing, but he'll do okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Consistently shit.
P14, who have you got, Curtis?
I've got a bit of a surprise actually, and I don't really know why, but it just felt like he should be here. Esteban Ocon. I think Behrman is much better at this moment in time, and I do think Ocon deserves a bit of a better team to really show his true worth, because there is a little bit of untapped potential left. But he's sort of getting to that age where, you know, he's had his day. Now let Behrman come through, take the top spot at Haas. But yeah, he's a bang average car, looking much nicer, but looking a lot better on track as well than last year. Might even have a couple shop results. Well, I can't really tell you what places. I don't travel into the future. Well, wish I could, but yeah, it just feels like that's his position, and I reckon that's where I finish.
Fair enough. I have also got P14 Esteban Ocon. I do not think it's the car that will cap him. I think the car is sixth fastest this year. But I don't think Ocon
Are you
is...
sure? Not seventh?
I'm sure not seventh. But I don't believe
Are you sure?
that Esteban Ocon is actually that good of a driver. I think he hit his peak a few years ago. And ever since then, I don't think he's been at it. Behrman wiped the floor with him last year, which was worrying. Bearing in mind he's a rookie. We can say all about this, that Behrman's special. You shouldn't be beaten by a rookie teammate when you're that experienced.
That's a good point.
So, and Behrman's only going to grow. He's only going to get better. And Ocon, I feel like he's going to be disappointing this year.
Yeah. So, P13 now.
Yep.
I have Esteban Ocon. I'll be honest, I don't like him or his driving style, I should really say. I don't think his driving style is amazing, and to be outperformed by rookies pretty bad. I just don't think he is that amazing of a driver compared to the rest of the field, and I see Behrman massively outperforming him this year.
Fair enough.
Could be wrong, but you know, I don't see it.
P13, who have you got, Curtis?
Again, might rattle a few people, but I've gone for Alexander Albon. I think that Williams have massively underperformed, especially in pre-season. From what I'm seeing now, especially from Albon, I don't see someone who can really break into that top 10. I think Carlos Sainz is so much better. Williams, it's like Ronaldo moving to Barnet or something, because you just have that gem in the team, and I think Sainz is going to massively outperform him in a sort of underwhelming car, but yeah, that's where he is.
Fair enough. P13, I have gone for Pierre Gasly. I believe the car will be mediocre, and I believe he will have one or two performances like he did in Monza in 2020. He's not going to win, I don't think, but he'll have good big point scoring where he will drag himself at the table.
Like Brazil.
Like Brazil, yes. Like Brazil a couple of years ago. So I believe he will do quite well in the machinery he has. He could even be driver of the season due to if we put driver v machinery. Anyway.
Yeah. P12?
Yep.
P12, I have Hulkenberg. I think he is massively underrated, and you just have to look at Kimi Raikkonen's €50,000 point bonus. I imagine we will be seeing him doing a lot more pushing this year than we did last year. I'm telling you.
I wonder why.
You know, I would too, though, to be fair. Like, if I knew I'd get 50 grand per point, I'd always be pushing for points. And I think we can see him, maybe not another podium, but I would say consistently in that, like, 6 or 7 or 8 position, you know. Just consistently there.
So immature.
Fair enough.
So immature.
I'm
sorry. If Hulkenberg gets a podium, Audi, fuck. Shit, we're paying out millions to this guy.
Mm. Who have you got P12, Curtis?
Ollie Behrman. I think
Fair
he's
enough.
better than Ocon. However, considering other opponents on the grid, experience and machinery, I don't think he's gonna get to those sort of heights just yet. I think, which is what I want to happen, is that next year when Hamilton please retires and Behrman moves into that second spot, then I reckon we will see the best of him and he will get P5 plus at the end. I fully believe that. But right now, it's just not what he needs. Needs a better team. If this should be his last season. If it's not, it's looking bleak. But I reckon that's where I'll finish. He'll have a couple of good results, and he'll be consistent for a few races. But I don't think we'll see anything spectacular. Unfortunate, but that's what I think.
Fair enough. P12, I have got Ivor Lindblad. That is potentially controversial, but I have heard a lot of rumours about these Formula E cars on steroids driving similar to how F2 cars drive like. And Ivor Lindblad is a rookie. He drove an F2 last year, so in that sense, he should have an upper hand. And I've watched a bit of F2 last year, except some of the crashes he had. He does look fast.
Sam?
Mm.
He's had quite a few, Sam. He's had quite a few.
He has had quite a few.
Yeah, but to be fair, F2 races are always chaos.
They are.
You're not going to go many races without seeing a crash.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I like it.
So,
P11 now?
Yep, P11.
I have Hadjar.
Fair enough.
I think he is good, and he showed skill in what otherwise would be pretty bad machinery. You know, where was his podium? Was it Zandvoort? He got his podium.
Zandvoort, yeah.
Yeah, he got a podium in Zandvoort.
Zandvoort,
And surprisingly, if you look at that, I don't think he
I
was
like
far
to think
up
of Zandvoort.
everyone else. Let me have a look. But no, I genuinely do think Hadjar is the one to watch this year.
Fair enough.
I think he will be performing
I don't like to think about
consistently,
Zandvoort.
and it would shock me a lot. Yeah, he was only about 1 and a bit seconds off of Verstappen, and that just makes me think. I think he'll be in this Red Bull seat for more than a year. I think it will be the first time in a while
Fair
that
enough.
we have not a seat change mid-season.
Curtis, who have you got P11?
P11, I've gone Nico Hulkenberg. Now, let me deep dive into this.
Right.
Hulkenberg, for yet another year, is starting at a backbench team. So, when you're at a backbench team, and with the amount try that again, and with the amount of experience that he has, he's going to pick up on certain things. He learns from the big teams. He learns what their weaknesses are, so he can have those surprise moments like he did in Silverstone. And let's be honest, even in the Sauber, he was performing more consistently than Bortoleto. He's been starting at backbench teams for years now, since the Renault days. He's been at Renault, then he's been at Haas, then he's been at Sauber, and God knows what else, but I know what else, but still. And also, I do think he'll finish that high because of the money bonuses. If he gets a podium, Audi are bankrupt, but whatever. It will be really funny. And I do think he's the better driver out of the pair anyway, so which would probably mean Audi would make the car more in his favour, more in his style of driving, other than Bortoletto's. So I reckon he will finish higher than a lot of people think.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
P11, I have got Ollie Behrman. I believe he is going to, I'm not going to say outperform the car, but he is going to very much outperform his teammate Esteban Ocon. And he is a star for the future, and he will be, I'm going to call best of the rest, because I've got 5 teams that I hope that are going to be fighting for wins this year. So I'm going to call Ollie Behrman technical best of the rest, but the actual best of the rest will probably be 8th, but we'll see.
Right. Number 10. I have Oliver Behrman. I think he has a load of potential, and if he was performing so well in Haas, if you actually look at him, like he was performing quite well in Haas, and I just think that's a good sign, especially if they're having a Ferrari engine, and so far it's looked okay. So I reckon you'll see a lot more of just consistent points. Like he might consistently come P8, P9, P10, and we'll be picking up those 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. So I think he'll finish 10th, and he'll be the best driver I think this season.
Fair enough. Caddish, who have you got in P10?
I really hate to say it because apart from my 2 Ferrari drivers, this is just the guy I love the most. It is Carlos Sainz, purely because the Williams is underperforming, because they missed tests. The car wasn't built on time, and it just seems that everything's a little bit all over the place at the minute. But once it all falls into place, once they can get everything, well, first of all, built and working, and doesn't fall apart. Once everything's fine, I reckon he'll start to pick up the performance and pick up the pace and pick up some points. And I reckon we'll see the best of him again.
Fair enough. In P10, I have got Alex Albon, purely because I think Williams is going to be very good this year. But I don't think it's going to be Alex's side of the garage that's going to be really good. I feel like comparing to his teammate, I feel like Alex is going to be quite underwhelming. Because last year, obviously, technically, Alex did beat Carlos. But that was while Carlos was getting used to the Williams and the Mercedes power unit, which he's now used to. And it's basically a reset for everyone. So, I believe that Alex Albon will be P10. So, P9, who have you got, Will?
P9, I have Alex Albon.
Fair enough.
I actually, looking at the Williams, I think, in testing, I would say it's fairly reliable, and yes, it's underwhelming, but I feel like that's sort of the entire idea of this season of F1. I mean, if you look at it, you have had teams that have performed exceptionally. You look at someone like Antonelli and his fastest lap he set in Bahrain, but what you also see is a lot of engine failure. He had engine failure on his first day of test, or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you really need to do is go, Williams have had, they did skip the Barcelona test, but they were just performing fairly regular in the test. And so I've put P9 because I think he'll do very well, not so well, and just okay.
Fair enough. Who have you got, P9, Curtis?
There's one name I've left out that you two have both said and you haven't picked up on yet. But
And
P9, I have gone Pierre Gasly. And I do think that the Alpine is looking a lot better than last year, which is why I put Colapinto 22nd, because it is just a driver problem at that point. But I reckon we will genuinely have a few shocks from Gasly. We will see the best in him. He's gotten used to Alpine for, what, is this 5 years now? He's gotten used to it, especially with the new power unit, which now should be a lot better than it was before, especially for the Alpine. We will see a massive difference. And I reckon he's the joint best driver that isn't in a Big 16. Big 4 team, sorry.
Fair enough. P9, I have got Isaac Adra. I believe he will perform alright, but Red Bull, the car is always tailored to Max. It will help him coming into a new regulation. So I feel like he'll be picking up good points in the first half of the season. But once the first few upgrades come in and it becomes very Max Verstappen-y, he will struggle and he will have quite a bad end of the season, I reckon. Although I do believe he will keep his seat for next year, I hope, because he is one of my favourite drivers.
I rate that from you, Sam. I rate that.
Thank you.
P8. I have. Now, I don't know what you think of this, but I have Carlos Sainz.
Fair enough.
I think he's also good, and he will perform very similar to Albon, if not a little better. But as you've said before, Curtis, for Williams is fairly ordinary. So it's just pretty normal. And so I see him getting fairly similar points this year.
Fair enough. P8, who have you got, Curtis?
Isaac Hadjar. Purely because Red Bull second seat, when have we ever seen someone in a Red Bull second seat genuinely outperform Max Verstappen throughout an entire season?
True.
Car's going to be Verstappen-y. First year in a big four team, and this is a very big four team, especially as of recently. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be all that. I think he'll have some good results. You know, maybe pick up a podium or something in Zandvoort again, or I don't know. But still, I reckon he, sorry.
Fair enough. My P8 is actually quite controversial.
Lando Norris.
But,
It's his teammate, Oscar Piastri.
Ooh.
I don't believe McLaren are going to be that good. I want to say we are, but look at the testing times. We didn't have look at that's a really good time from either of them. So, and obviously Lando's the reigning world champion, and Oscar isn't the best at low grip tracks, and his form turned around in the last 2 years at Qatar. We may not have Qatar this year. So
that's a good point. Or Bahrain, or Saudi Arabia, or Abu Dhabi. We don't know.
Yeah.
Imagine we have Brazil back as the final race. That'd be so nice. We won't, by the way. That won't happen, but imagine. But yeah, I have got P8 Oscar Piastri. Who's your
P7? So I was really torn because it was P6 and P7. I was so torn between which one to put. Like, the whole time I was really confused. And it's dawned on me, P7 is going to be Lando Norris.
Fair enough.
I think he's good. He is very good.
Well, he's the reigning world champion.
I know he'll probably end up higher on the list, but I would like him to be in P7. He won't be world champion again. I don't think he has it in him. But McLaren is not as good as last year. So yeah, P7. And I think Piastri has too much going for him this season. Whereas I feel like Norris has the potential to become complacent with his result.
Fair enough. Who have you got, P7, Curtis?
P7, I've gone for one of my own. Please retire, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, P7. I think, look at me, I can go from P9 to P1, at the start. Congratulations, but, that country's being involved in some interesting things in a minute, so maybe we won't even see that. I'm sorry, I've said it before and I say it again, he's washed. He is washed now. He is Rio Ferdinand at QPR. He's Eden Hazard at Real Madrid. He's just give it up.
Yeah.
We get it, you're in for the money. We get it, it's your childhood dream or whatever to race for Ferrari, which, whose child, come on, it's Ferrari. Everyone wants to race for Ferrari. Well, not now, but...
Debatable.
But yeah, I just don't think he's going to perform well at all.
Fair enough. So my P7 is also Lewis Hamilton. Similarly to what you said, I believe that Lewis should have left before the driving leaves him. The driving's left him. So all the vintage late breaking Lewis Hamilton, people are saying we're going to see this year. If we see that, he's going to end up in a wall. So I feel like...
To be fair, you're not wrong.
Thank you, Curtis. So I feel like he has just got to retire at the end of the season. Ollie Behrman's ready for Ferrari. He proved it in Saudi a couple of years ago he was ready. So Lewis left Mercedes apparently so Kimi Antonelli could get a seat. So now he's got to do the same for Ollie Behrman.
To be fair, I agree with that.
Yeah.
P6,
P6?
you have. Yeah.
I have Antonelli. I think he is an exceptional driver considering how new he is to the F1 sport. He has what is likely to be one of the best cars this season. However, if you go off last year, his European leg was awful. Absolutely awful. And it dropped him so many chances for points. Potentially... I can see him doing better. Yeah, well, he DNF'd in Imola. I can see.
I don't think Imola was his fault though. I'm fairly sure that was mechanical.
But he's still, there was.
And he took up Verstappen at Austria.
He did.
I think it's it's interesting, and I'm not sure where he'll be, but I think P6 is comfortable. Yeah.
Fair enough. Who have you got P6, Curtis?
Oh, you can just tell by my face. By Lando, it's Lando Norris. I believe he is first champion ever, and all that side. The McLaren is looking shoddy, so yeah, I just don't. And honestly, I think Piastri's a much better driver anyway, but that's a debate for another video. But either way, Lando Norris P6.
P6, I have also got Lando Norris. I do not think this McLaren is going to be very good. So, I believe I'm being delusional, putting Lando 6th and Oscar down in 8th. So, yeah. And P5, who have you got?
P5, I have Hamilton.
Fair enough.
I think he's very good. He is the best driver of all time. I feel like that's undisputed.
For sure.
But it is still Ferrari. He is getting old now. It's debatable whether he'll do well, but he's definitely looks better than last year. So I'll say 5th.
Fair enough. Curtis, who have you got 5th?
Tim Tam Man, Oscar Piastri. I believe he's the better driver, but he's still in equal machinery. So, and even with, all of Zach Brown's cradling Lando Norris, I think we are going to have to see a arrivederci to Lando Norris in that sense. But, yeah, Piastri's the much better driver in my opinion. He's much more aggressive, especially to the walls in Baku. You should apologise for that. But, yeah, Piastri, better driver, 5th for me.
Fair enough. My 5th place is Andrea Kimi Antonelli. I believe the Merc is going to be very good this year, but I believe he will do similarly to what happened to Piastri last year, but I believe the field will be a lot tighter. Instead of him falling down to 3rd, I believe he'll fall down to 5th.
Wow.
So, and also his European leg last year, although I don't think that will happen as bad this year. Last year was bad. It was really bad. It was painful to watch sometimes. Although, but yeah, Anthony's my P5. Who have you got P4, Will?
I have got, hold up. I have Piastri, P4. I think he has a lot more motivation this year going into it. And I also think he will be pushing his McLaren to the extent. We're saying the McLaren's mid, but it's still one of the best cars on the grid. It's just not the best anymore. So I would say it's pretty good, but I don't think he has it in him to offer the fight for the championship. But I reckon he'll get 1 or 2 race wins this year.
Fair enough. Who have you got P4 then, Curtis?
Kimi Antonelli, purely because this Mercedes is looking. So I do think he's going to get much better results, especially in Europe. And I do think because the Mercedes is looking nutty, he will pretty much dominate with his aggressive, controversial driving style, I'm going to call it.
Fair enough.
Keep the monetization up, which we don't have yet. So yeah, I reckon B4's a good spot for him.
Fair enough.
I think we're going to have the same top 3 actually.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are.
Let's hear it, Sam.
My P4 is Charles Leclerc.
You're so stupid, mate. See, out.
Now,
that's questionable.
You disrespect my Charles. You disrespect my Charles. You disrespect me. You disrespect Tifosi. I don't know any Italian, but arrivederci, whatever Zach Brown said.
You disrespected my Lando, so don't even.
You disrespect him in the same place. That's not disrespect. That's class.
Did you
P6? You put in P6 as well. You put in P7.
P7,
7.
yeah.
I put him P6.
Yeah, I put P6 as well.
Alright, fair enough.
You put him in the same place.
Okay, right. Is it P3 now?
It is now P3.
Right, okay. I need to explain this, right, because I don't think it's going to go down well based on that last reaction. I have Leclerc. However, I have a feeling it will be a title fight between P3 and P2. I reckon they will be interchanging the entire race, or the entire season, I should say. I don't know which is which, so for now Leclerc is third, but that is likely to change.
Fair enough. Curtis, who have you got P3?
Oh, well, I've gone for Leclerc as well.
So there's only
for that
one
reason.
place above me, so don't even.
It's still a better position. I'd rather a bronze medal than a participation award. So, Leclerc third. I do think he'll be interchanging with second, especially with how good he is, but yeah.
Me and Curtis are on the same wavelength.
Fair enough.
Tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
What if we, instead of saying second and first, we do first and then we discuss second?
Yeah, so let me say my
You want-
P3
okay,
first.
right.
This is very
Yeah.
Okay, well,
This is very controversial.
I don't think it will be. But
I've got Carlos Sainz P3.
I swear you've already mentioned him, though.
Nah,
Have you not?
I mentioned.
Oh,
you said Sainz and I said his teammate Albon.
But
But that's I think where you're coming from.
three,
I am on the
third on the. You put Carlos Sainz in a Williams over Leclerc in a Ferrari.
Let
And
me
in
talk. Let me
pre-season,
talk. Let me
he
talk.
got Tasting lap.
First of
Oh
all,
my God.
I believe the Williams is actually quite good this year. Second of all, Jonathan has told me that Williams is going to be so good this year.
Yeah, that's Jonathan, mate. He has seen nothing more than you have, Sam. So
Maybe I
you're
should be swapping
Jonathan doesn't go outside. He doesn't.
To be fair, he does. I'll give him that.
He does, to be fair.
For something
Sam,
that isn't school.
No. Jonathan's pretty knowledgeable with this type of shit. To be fair,
Mm.
I would give him that.
Can I swap Sainz and Leclerc around?
No, it's too late, Sam. You said it now.
Well,
It's locked in.
Well, no, it's your prediction. I can't change your prediction.
You know what?
It's just
No,
a bad
I can't.
prediction.
I'm gonna stay with my gut and keep Sainz P3.
Okay.
Alright,
so-
now I believe we're gonna do
That might be
P1,
a
aren't
waste.
we? So who's
So,
gonna be the
is
world
this-
champion hotline of 2026? Well,
I've said George Russell.
Never
Curtis?
And-
reference that again, Sam.
I've said
George
the
Russell.
The reason I've said George Russell, okay, is I think Verstappen is the best driver on the grid as of now. He is the best driver. He is the most technical and the most skilled. However, the Ford engine is not amazing yet. Come like 2-3 years time, I reckon we'll be back to 2023 Verstappen. But at the moment, it will be sheer skill. So he'll get to like maybe P3, P2, and I reckon Leclerc will be fighting for that with Verstappen the whole time. But I reckon if their power supply unit goes fine, Russell will have a comfortable P1.
Fair enough.
Like,
Curtis, would you like to explain your first?
Russell. Pretty much the same because the Mercedes, especially with him in it, it's looking unstoppable. And I think we might be back to the glory days of the Silver Arrows, especially because the Ford EcoBoost engine is just not it. It'll probably have a clutch problem, a lap into Melbourne, but whatever. Just need a clutch flying out of that. Anyway, I think he's one of the most talented drivers on the grid. Verstappen second is the best driver on the grid, without a doubt. Leclerc second. And I do think that it comes down to powertrain. It's going to let down, unfortunately, even if it's tailored to the utmost Verstappen-ist. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, so my P1 is also George Russell. I believe the best and fastest driver on the grid is Verstappen. But this year isn't about fastest driver. It's about most efficient driver. So I believe Russell will be able to. Because obviously the Merc looks. I'm getting flashbacks from 2014 and how dominant they are. For those of you who didn't watch F1 in 2014, a lap after the safety car, they were 3 seconds clear of everyone. So
we've all seen that's tough.
and so
The what?
don't worry. So I believe George Russell will be
Oh.
the champion. Right, should we
Yeah,
go to
well.
constructors now?
I can quickly do
Sure.
constructors.
Alright. Do we want to do 11 to 1 if you got time for that, Will?
I'll do it.
Alright. If you want to go first with 11th then.
Okay, I have 11th Aston Martin
Have we all...
because it will be, and the reason why is it will be the exact same as Alpine this year. You'll have one driver score some points, and the other driver score no points.
Fair enough. Curtis, who have you got in P11?
Aston Martin, they're awful.
Wow. Okay.
Enough said, really. No, they are. They are.
Debatable.
They are.
So I have technically got...
Debatable of how awful they are. That's the thing. But yeah, they're awful.
Okay, well, you're about to hate
Sorry.
what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I've also got Aston in technically P11. But if they don't start a race, I don't think they can be classified.
Yeah. All right, Sam. Okay, rub it in.
Good
One,
point.
don't you?
I'm sorry. P10, who have you got, Will?
Oh yeah, because the sandbagging's gonna be crazy.
Huh? P10.
Yep,
I have Cadillac.
fair enough. Who have you got in P10, Curtis?
Cadillac.
Fair enough. In P10, I have also got Cadillac.
No way, really?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to say prediction. Sorry.
If we do, I'll be surprised.
Oh god, he's put Williams P2, hasn't he?
No,
Okay.
I've not.
I
I've
Wait,
not.
was
Max-
delusional.
Wait, 8th now or 9th?
9th now.
Ninth.
Racing Bulls.
Ooh, fair enough. I mean,
That's
I
good,
think
don't
it's a
give me that
bit
then.
low, but fair enough. Curtis, who have you got on P9?
Racing Bulls.
Oh, fair enough. I've got on P9 Alpine.
I just have to ruin it, didn't you? Sorry, I get very... Sorry. Well, actually, no, you should be sorry. Ruining it.
I shouldn't be sorry one bit. I shouldn't be sorry.
Sky.
Shh. You put Carlos Sainz P3.
So, essentially,
Most of
with
my
this, I believe they may start out alright, but I don't think they're going to be able to develop the car. So, I was very close to putting this next team in P9. But who have you got
Yep.
in P8, Will?
Alpine. I think Franco Colapinto. Gasly can be as good as he'd like to be, but if Franco Colapinto can't score barely any points, it just drags his entire thing down. I mean, you look at last year, you know, Gasly got every single point for Alpine, and if the same happens, they'll do better than last year, but they're still being held back. Like, there's, you know, bigger fish to fry, you know.
Fair enough. Who have you got in P8, Curtis?
You are not going to believe it. Yeah, it's Alpine. Purely for the same reason. Gasly could score 100 points, but it would be Colapinto, the genuine biggest liability in the history of the sport. Honestly, I'm putting him down there with Latifi, Mazepin, and the other lot, Logan Sargent. I'm sorry, how Colapinto is a professional driver, I will never know. He had one good performance at Williams when Sargent left Singapore or whatever, Singapore 2024. That's it. He's done
That wasn't
nothing.
even that good,
He's
was
done nothing.
True.
He was all right. I don't know how. I can't remember how good he was, but he didn't do awful. I think in his first race.
I'm fairly sure he was bang average in 24. But just because he was a rookie, everyone saw it as
I think he was 11th as far as I remember, but he got lapped, so that kind of invalidates it anyway.
Yeah.
In P8, I have got VCARB. I was so close to putting them in 9th.
Why didn't you? We'd be the same.
Well, didn't I?
Sorry.
Because because I believe that Arvid Lindblad, because he was in F2 last year, I think he's got the upper hand on...
Is he in your fantasy or not?
He is in my
Because he's not in
fantasy,
mine.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, she needs to do a fantasy league.
We do, to be
Just
fair.
do it on the app.
Yeah, I know, but we need to do a fantasy league on the app. Is what I'm trying to say.
We
That's what
do.
I'm trying to say. Whatever. We'll discuss it after. Whatever. Let's go.
P7, P7.
Yeah.
Audi.
Damn it! Sorry.
Curtis.
Audi. Yeah.
So who have you got P7, Curtis?
Pass.
Ah.
Oh!
I have got in P7 Audi.
Yeah.
P6, who have you got, Will?
Haas. I have Haas.
Curtis, who have you got in P6?
Audi.
In P6, I have got Haas. In
Okay,
P5,
P5, Williams.
fair enough. In P5, Curtis.
Williams.
Oh, Curtis, mate. This could have been something.
I have got
It could have been
McLaren.
something, but one of my predictions, like with Audi in it, is kind of muddled it up.
In P5, I have got McLaren. I believe we are going to be awful.
Well, P5
Well,
is better.
I'd like to
than P11.
believe nothing. Good boy, yeah.
Fair enough. P4, who have you got, Will?
McLaren. They're like they're going to be fine, but they're not the championship contenders they were last year. That's all.
For sure. Who have you got in P4, Curtis?
McLaren.
Ooh,
Fair enough.
this is good.
In P4, I have got Williams.
Okay.
I-
mate, alright.
Oh, wait, it's only one position higher than you two, so...
Is this because of this whole Carlos Sainz delusion? Yeah.
Correct.
Jesus. I love him. He's my favourite driver outside of the Ferrari drivers. However, I don't think he's that good yet. Well,
Fair enough.
SF24 day, maybe, but still.
P3, who have you got, Will?
P3,
Mm.
Red Bull.
Fair enough. Who have you got P3, Curtis?
Red Bull. Red Bull.
Guess what? I've also got Red Bull in P3.
Whoa, Sam, you think you're one of us, mate? Yeah, no, I'll take that.
Brofo's so hard to fit in. Sorry.
Yeah, that's tough. Okay, P2.
Yeah. Should we just do
Yeah,
P1?
Okay.
Yeah. Do P1.
P1 is Merc, but I reckon it'll be as I said again, it'll be a fight between Merc and Ferrari as to who gets it. So yeah. But if Russell wins, I imagine they'll win their constructors.
Fair enough. Who have you got in P1, Curtis?
This year's our year, baby. This year's our fucking year. This year is our year. Ferrari bringing it home. P1 constructors. As if it's 2024. If McLaren hadn't robbed them, it's coming to Italy. I've been to Italy, so I can say that. Bitch. But yeah, I think Leclerc's going to be the most consistent driver in this season. He'll finish every single race in the top 10, I believe. But, well, if Antonelli doesn't do what he did in Zandvoort, but there you go. Yeah, P2 Mercedes, P1 Ferrari for me.
Fair enough. My P1
Don't actually.
is Mercedes, but I believe it will be a fight between Leclerc and Russell. I don't believe Hamilton and Antonelli will be championship contenders. So, and I believe Russell's car is a lot better than Leclerc. So I have got Merc P1, Ferrari P2.
Yes, mate.
So in the end, actually, in the constructors, we were actually quite similar, to be fair.
In all fairness, there's only 11, but yeah.
True, except one or two rogue shouts. Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be, Sam. I wonder.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go then. That's been a good podcast.
Yeah.
It certainly has.
I hope the 10 viewers enjoy it.
If please like,
Yeah.
subscribe, hit the
We have
notification
more
bell.
instructors in the sport than viewers. Get in. Yeah.
Comment down below who you think is going to be world champion and world constructors champions. And until next time, goodbye.